Hello there, YouTube risers. Short talk by the Rio with the old guy. An old guy, that'd be me. I'm gonna rotate the camera. I hope you can see what I see. Here at one of my favorite places. I think this is called the Mesilla Dam. That'd be darn to you, D-A-R-N. There's children in the audience. Nah. I just like the sound of this turbulence. Just sitting, I don't know, 40 feet away. And it's just that roaring sound is just good for me. And I like staring deep into the turbulence. The foam makes all kinds of wonderful patterns. And it's almost like how the clouds move by overhead in a way. Kind of a whole package number. Sitting down here by the Rio, watch the birds going by. There's a lot of action down here. And I just thought I'd do a quick vid. I was watching one on TV. That's the YouTube, the channel we're on, I think. There's a channel called I Like London. I think it's called Real, R-E-A-L. But I can never tell. It might be London Real. I don't know. Anyway, never heard it pronounced. Ah, boy, this is nice. I guess there's fish in there somewhere. I don't know how they make it through there. Ow, ow. Imagine being a fish trying to get through them gates. Boy, that kind of hurt. There's a sort of a little reservoir on the other side. You can see how the dams work. Anyway, getting back to the London Rail vid. There's a guy named David, I-C-K-E. I think it's Ike, but I'm not sure how his name is pronounced. And it's just a short vid. But I think you guys should check it out. This guy, he's been known over the years for being, shall we say, a tad extreme here and there. But I like Ike, over and all. I mean, he's not exactly the kind of guy I'd want to hang around all the time. But he does have some valid things to say. There are people who are, shall we say, non-conventional, and they may have something worthwhile to add. You know, they might. Could be. Big kind of looking mug here if you care to. I'm going to put on my darkies again. It's probably, I'm thinking it's shy at 2 p.m. This is my last day. Hey, this is a celebration video. Yay, whoopee, let's let the balloons go. I went down to the dock today, and I have been officially released to be working again. Yay, I like that. And you know, this whole kind of enforced retirement thing that I've run into with this eye surgeon not allowing me somehow, I don't know what that means, to work. Boy, it's been 1 month, and it's just like, so this is what retired is like? Well, who would want that? And it's like, I like work. I like going in every day and seeing what kind of new stuff needs to be dealt with. And hey, how come you guys didn't figure this? You knew that was coming. You know, this job been on the books for weeks, you know, or whatever. I like that. And anyhow, this Ike guy is essentially saying, and you should go check the video out because I'm not going to do a very good summary, but I'm just trying to do a bit of a promo. Hear the man. You're being drawn in, and there's electromagnetic stuff that's being deployed against you as a human being to alter your mind. And I hate to bring it, but that whole magic needle thing may have put some other objects in your bloodstream than you had counted on. Not strictly speaking, medicine. Could be in terms of nano level type parameters. It's possible they now have the tech that essentially when they beam certain frequencies at you, probably 5G, your mind can be essentially hijacked. You know, you look at some of the news today and I think, hey, newsflash, that already happened. Look at these people out here doing this stuff. Another video I wanted to briefly review. I love JP Sears because basically he's a good guy and he's straight up. And anyhow, it was just a critique of a so-called interaction between far-right Nazis, aka Klansmen or somebody. But all these so-called Klansmen were supposed to be joining what really was a patriotic rally. You know, guys and women, and especially young folk, standing up and saying, hey, you know what? We love what Trump stands for, because he wants America first and not these internationalists. not these Schwabs and all them traitors that we have currently squatting at 1600 Pennsylvania. Now, I'm adding to it, okay? The point is, we have a lot here in the America and the Americas, really, to give thanks for. There have been grand things, but really what's happened is the Christian mantle has been thrown off. Now, it was a pretty thin mantle, and that it involved, I'm going to invert again, just I want you to see this. I don't know why I find the turbulence down there at the bottom so interesting to just simply look at as a kind of, it's like the river is moving and you're moving. In other words, we could think of this as a sort of a parable of time. Where will those molecules of water be one day from now? I don't know. They may be as far as Mexico. But this river will never be the same, and it's dynamic. I just love looking at this stuff. All of the water that's passing by will never pass by again, unless, of course, it becomes somehow evaporated in rain. Oh, so anyhow, you guys need to go check out JP's series. He's talking about this so-called far-right group that wanted to join with what would have been known ordinarily as a MAGA group. And I don't care about the MA who-where. Doesn't matter to me. If you're an American and you love the Constitution and you believe in the rule of law and you think people should be held responsible in a court of law for their words and deeds, I'm not opposed to you. I mean, you're a brother, you're a sister. And the thing is that I'm a Christian because I know it's so good, and you do so well. But I can't make that happen, and I'm not going to try. Even if I could make you a Christian, I wouldn't. He has to be the one. He just has to be the one. Hey, look, a car coming across. So I'm not the only one out here, but the traffic out here today is real light. It's just nice sitting here and listening to that roar. And so anyway, JP's talking about these so-called Klansmen, and then they begin to pull masks. All these guys are wearing masks. You know what this reminds me of is the brown shirts. A.H. was the one who came up with the idea of brown shirt. These guys improved. They put on black. Big deal. Same group, same thugs. This time, instead of being called part of the apparatchiks of the Third Reich, they're the apparatchiks of the Fourth, called the FMBM IM. Ugh. What a bunch of traitors and liars and frauds. And they call themselves the authority. They ought to be ashamed. Anyway, Jesus is better than all this. And I just wanted to just sit down here and make a little video with you guys just to celebrate. I'm so glad to be back to work. You know what? We were made to work. And if we're not working, we're not happy. Because what we want to do is we want to help others somehow make their lives come together. You have a problem with your plumbing issue right now? This is a crisis in your life? Not a crisis to me. I'll make it right, and I'll treat you right. See, that's the way people were intended to be in a contractual free society. But what happens is the so-called government, that's G-U-B-M-I-N-T, the government comes in and decides what they're going to call fair and free. And they're the ones who are going to determine what's called true or free speech instead of hate or, riot inspiring. They're all liars. They're all traitors. Traitors to what's right, and they know it. And they hide, and they can't even admit it. Anyhow, God wins. Slam dunk every time. Rock on. The king, he ain't giving up. Don't you neither.